That's crazy. I'll see a few cranberries. I'm good. My leftover, like, crumbs of cranberries that I had. Which is just, like, legit just a few in bag. Do apologize for technical difficulties. That's crazy. So it jumped up from 10 gigabytes to like 14 for a moment. That's insane. Good to know though, right? Crazy. But I still need to see, so I gotta load this, wait, look, then close, open mine, and then adjust. But that's the only, like, for what I need to see visually here. That's okay though. It's just we are being slowed down by, not by me being slow at learning, but by the engines being slow themselves. Let's get Task Manager up and running. Low-key, it might do it again. I don't know if I can actually run this project. Well, I gotta wait a little bit because my memory is now like, because everything is like booted. It's like, so it's like, remember, memory crash, system wide. Let's remember everything. Yeah, low key, I don't think I can. Let me add 2 more gigabytes, so close that. So 2 gigabytes. 9, 10, 11, 12. If that would go down, please. I need to see what it is. Where's their frickin' thing? Whatever. Map loader. So in the map... Oh, I see map loader with all the stuff in map. Cool. Doors. 0 points. Glass. Shatter glass. I want to take it. Shatter glass entity. That's a really cool entity. I'm including this guy in the credits. I've always did that. S&Box Diagnostics. I didn't know they had that. Dang, this shatter glass thing is huge. This is 1,175 lines of code. Yeah. It looks very intimidating and is like Egyptian ancient glyphs. But it's really funny because for me, well, I can understand it, but making this like this in C# is really hard. But I can in Action Graph. Bet I could. Make dirty. What does make dirty mean? I've never seen anything say make dirty. Deprecated. Fascinating. Okay. Alright. Now that's with that, so that means I'll just try to find the player. I'm in code. Prefab. Did they put it on player? Yeah. Player. So he's using this S&Box player stuff. Right? Or no, this might be their own. No, I think it is. I don't know. Might have. I think. It's confusing. No, yeah, he is. Why are you? Just so it's a basic framework? That's nice. Fascinating. Is this really that it? Okay. It's going to be that. DarkRP doesn't have much. What else is fascinating in the game mode stuff? So is he going to do unload with that stuff? I don't think mine should be. You know why? I'm even more in the concept of not doing, like, in Sandbox, whatever level that you got, you can load your player stuff immediately. I don't think that should be. Reason why? Because you can't easily put in your own player character. What if you wanted to? And you can't. And we're talking about DarkRP, where that is probably going to be a high priority in some cases. Then I would be locking them out in the add-on. But the funny thing is, they shouldn't be even using that at all. Okay, so... Oh. Where's the, So, so he spawns it, because I was like, wait, where's the HUD? Is it world? Yeah, world panel. Well, that's his name. The nameplate, of course. But where's the HUD? Don't know. So that means he spawns that. Is my memory okay now? Nope. I don't think I can launch it with the stream open. So... I mean, I could try. It's gonna probably blink again. But I gotta wait a little bit, which takes a hot minute. Think. What else? Oh, what else do I need to look at? Got cleanup system? We're just gonna, like, go through. Set of game objects that existed in the original scene baseline? What? Serialized data of baseline objects so we can restore them if destroyed? Oh, so you can, like, if it, like, you clean up and someone's object's gone, you can restore that? Cleanup system... Reserve baseline for safe loot. Capture baseline. Capture object. Oh, that's cool. Very fascinating. But, like... is not modular. Is this the best that it can be? Probably not. So then someone else is going to want to mod it. So then they're going to have to, like, accommodate for that. So how do you turn it off? Probably don't. They probably don't have that where it does turn off. Those are the functions that start to clean up? Right. Not player. Okay. Downtown is recommended? Yeah. Is it recommended to texture all inside the S&Box or the hammer? You can technically do it all in hammer. It is really good like that. But you can bring in your own custom stuff. So there's you could use there's like stuff in S&Box, like base stuff. But there might be a specific type of thing you would want, so then you can bring that in and use that texture in the editor. And you can also bring in objects too. So you can bring in an object theoretically, because this map isn't, because this is a hammer map. If I understand correctly, yeah, it's fully hammer. Maybe or maybe not, I don't know. Well, a lot of it does scream hammer, but other parts don't. So I think they're using a mix of both. Where the building can be from Blender, but the actual stuff and everything else isn't. It just really depends on what you would want. So it could be like the base, but the actual clock itself, this stuff is most likely not. And is like brought in and put in. That'd be like the best way. Because it really depends on like what you're like looking for in a theme, but a little bit of mix of both. And then well, I don't know if you can export. I don't know how would you do that? Export it into like export the map. I think you can. If so, I have personally have not messed with the hammer stuff too much yet. I've been trying to figure out like everything else. Now, is this no, memory's gonna be dumb. I need to see the HUD. That's crazy that's used so much, and it's just increasing. Yo, low-key, there might be. Yo, low-key, there might be a memory leak. I don't know. It's just, that's a slow increase of memory over time. Well, I guess we'll see. I get to see anyways, so ready? Here we go. Get ready. Computer's gonna break or something. Let it load. Let it load. Hey, we got in. Okay. Yeah, so there is memory leak. Oh! Careful, there is a memory leak. Sometimes. I don't know when it happens, but yeah, so the memory didn't go that much higher. Last time, it went up like a few gigabytes, which exceeded my memory, which then I technically ran out of memory. Fascinating. So yeah, where's that HUD? Oh, he spawns it in? Oh, yes, that's why. Because, yeah, he combined it with that. That's the... Duh. Makes sense, makes sense. And then the tab is the scoreboard, right? I guess he just edited the scoreboard. Unless he's erasing his own elements. Pretty basic UI. Good enough. I just, you know what's funny? My UI, I kind of got it down pat somewhat. It's just, I don't know how to do the multiplayer stuff. Like, my framework is 80% done. It's just multiplayer and UI. And parts of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then there's that. Okay, so... he does it like that, which is based off of... oh, does he? I could check code. UI. Okay, so it still seems like it's the same. Oh, it looks like, yeah. Yep, he did. Okay. So what he did is just inject that UI into the scoreboard razor. He didn't even create a new component. He's hard coding that sucker. Fascinating. Yeah, so I don't know if that's good. I guess so. I guess it doesn't matter too much for him because it is like the default stuff. So if you wanted to not have that, you would just delete it. Like, disable it from that. It spawns, disable that one. Or delete it from the code. And it won't. And then you can inject your own UI onto that one. Just like how he injected it. Or what you would have to do, because he fully injected into this one, is that if you want to keep using the same one and not have to create a new UI and do that type of stuff, is to do what he did. But then you gotta rip out all of his code and put in yours. So this could be like a disable F4 menu thing, which I have already. So how does he do the components? There really is no such thing as that for them still? I assume DarkRP has something like that, but it doesn't seem like these guys really do. I wonder, he's got to be so, well, he's still working on it, yes. He had to... he's basically got everything to kind of work with S&Box. Well, the current state of S&Box, because it doesn't update. So he's got the last week's update of S&Box. And if he doesn't update it, you're never going to get the new stuff. Kind of big problem. Facepunch is really screwed over everybody in that department. Because they will keep updating all of it. Which means we got to keep updating all of it. and keep fixing everything that keeps updating. All of it. Which makes add-ons not possible. Like, framework add-ons in a technical add-on is literally so unrealistic, you can kind of call it impossible. Okay. And he's got the mount... Yeah, metadata, so you can... Hold up. Hopefully no crash. Hopefully no crash. Hopefully no crash. Yes. Good. And then, yeah, so the mount, so then I could... Oh, no. Oh, no, good. Because the memory's going to go up a little bit. Yeah, so then I have this mount. Okay, so the mount stuff could work. Right, right. Fascinating. Ow. Cool. It's funny. I like that they're like stiff. He's a roly-poly. He's a nice little roly-poly. Okay, cool. So it's just trying to figure out the official way of doing that? Yeah, I get you. Right now... Well, it's Hammer, so I would say, like, Hammer is going to be your main source. And it's really good. But not only that, every week, you can also... well, unfortunately, S&Box right now is in alpha, still. Even though it might not seem like it, it is. Because just last week, they added a new tool that is from Hammer into S&Box, which is roads, for example, or like these bends. In now S&Box, not Hammer, which is in Hammer, you can easily do these type of bends. So you created a street, but you don't have a corner piece. You can, in engine, easily create that corner piece with a texture being perfect and everything. That's in Hammer, but now they brought it in the S&Box. I don't know where, I don't know how to access that yet, because I haven't messed with any of that stuff yet. But, so, like, I would say be prepared to, like, you don't, it's like, you kind of don't need to fully go into the Hammer when you could kind of use that, but they don't fully it's not fully documented right now, which is another big problem. So if you're going to have to, if you're going to want that stuff, you got to really actually figure out on your own, because no one knows, literally. And their documentation is great, but for the newest things like that, they're currently a little slow on making great documentation to explain that. Like the do system. Gary Newman was like, we got the do editor, posted a screenshot. Well, I actually figured out how to use it. It's completely broken. It's actually not usable whatsoever. So there's things like that. There could be some things like that, so be careful. But, that might be one of those things. But the mount system isn't. So if you want to use some of your stuff, like Half-Life, if you got Half-Life, well, all the current mounted games, which are not just for S&Box, but across S&Box, like I'm in here, I could see the mounted games, not just because he forked it from the actual source files. You can actually spawn these things in and have all the textures. So all of Valve textures, sounds, and everything. Decals, and everything. Liquids, sprays. So if you're looking for more of that type of aesthetic and stuff, then you can get that. I don't know why they're debating us like 20 times a minute by not adding Half-Life 2. I don't know why. But they don't want to just yet. They're waiting. Probably either for the release or for a bigger update to do that. And that would be to signify that the mounting system is for the preset versions like this is kind of nearing its end of that finally being finished. Which, because you can mount your own game and textures. You just gotta know how to do that, which no one knows, and they have no documentation really to do that type of stuff that deep. Because it is kind of still a fresh system that they're developing. But I think it's basically done now. So I know, but hey, that's the current state of things. That's what, that's what I know. Then economy, yeah, so what does this guy do? Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. Had a memory leak And I think my memory is still slowly leaking, so that's great. Is that it? It is. So they don't create that on that, they create that on that. Hmm. Huh. I mean, my way is more manual. Maybe I should do that. There's the server settings. And that's it. Hmm. Fascinating. So since they unload this on launch, you can never get out of this stuff, which is terrible for add-on creating. So I don't know what to do. Okay, think. Well, funny enough, add-on creation sucks. So if you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna have access to my files, which means you can do bigger stuff. So does it matter? Not really. So I guess for my framework in the game version, that can be like that. But then people, everything I kind of give them already can give them what they want for anything that is DarkRP related. Okay, so I know how he does that stuff now. I would like to see DXRP stuff. That'd be nice. You've seen Phase Punch. I've seen Sandbox Classic, and I've seen Sandbox Plus, which is made by two different guys. Well, no, Sandbox Plus is made by WireMod. It really is so funny how much, like, Phase Punch screwing the pooch by not making Garry's Mod 2 off the rip. The reason why there's so many different Sandbox versions, well, it's going to happen for DarkRP. It's already happening. I'm creating the version of DarkRP, so I'm kind of also part of the problem, but it's because of Phase Punch. It's their fault for not telling everybody what they're going to be doing for that stuff, and not directly informing how certain things are going to work on the dedicated server, which then will influence how you will use the files and where and from what. Like, if you got to use the source, like, can you use the source files of Phase Punch Sandbox game, Garry's Mod 2, and add the framework on? Sounds like yeah, but the thing is, if you fork from the project, download aka download exactly from the project, you can upload the game. The exact thing, and you're allowed to. They allow you. Now, if you do so, it will not overwrite the original. So it knows it's not the game. It is just a project with the exact same files, and you're not a part of Phase Punch. So there's they can make it, but it almost seems like there's no way they're going to make it the other way, where that's going to kind of work. Where my project, let's just say this came from directly from Phase Punch, I do all this stuff. My server, all the servers, it would not be there. I don't think it would actually work. I think what's going to happen is in the error, it's going to console, it's going to try to start, and it's going to give you an error code or something, and say that it's breaking, or the server just doesn't load. Because if it does, I don't know if, like, I could, like, think of that little darker game that I played, right? If they allowed it where you can make a server in there, but and you target your files, you start it up, and it's Sandbox, Garry's Mod 2. Someone made a Garry's Mod 2 server in your game. That is not your game. I guess it's not, like, if people are playing it, I guess theoretically that's not bad because you get money from the play fund until they get rid of that. But I see that as, like, they don't want people to mod very easily, or to do deep mods. They just want to do very surface level add-ons. So why would they allow that? You know what I mean? They could, but it's like, with what, you know, we've seen how they've acted so far, we can make a pretty good assumption how they're going to act in the future. And not always the case, because people change over time from good to bad and bad to good. So this is, you know, just like, we don't know. We can't really do much about it. Besides, just kind of proceed how I'm going to proceed, which is this framework, I will make it as its own standalone version, and if we can do the source file, if it actually works, so if I take Facepunch and I just gut it all, and I just copy and paste my files into that and can put a server onto there, that's how the DarkRP framework is going to go over there. If not, then it has to be kind of done differently from how I'm going to do it here, which is going to be more time, but you get the easy version of the framework, where it can easily, I say easy, it's not just for server owners, this is also for add-on creators. To easily make sweeps, jobs, and everything. One of the main hot zones is the sweep. It's actually a pretty brilliant system. I just don't know how it's exactly going to work when it's like pretty heavily tested, but we'll see. So, with that being said, let's proceed. We have UI that needs to be... my UI is actually kind of good, funny enough. I could just use their stuff here as help. So the main thing I kind of want to do is... what is it? Well, yeah, UI... And it is the... Well, yeah, it's a scoreboard. Yeah. It's a scoreboard. That's crazy. Look how messy that looks. And people are like, dude, bro, you don't code line by line? Dude, you're gonna have to do some lines to code line by line like this. Jesus Christ. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy. But when it's funny, because this exact thing in an action graph, I'm like, instant download, because I'm a visual guy. But it's not everyone's a visual person. You watch a video, anyone learns faster from a video than they will from a book. It's just certain people can more easily learn like this than others. And they think that's what everybody has. But no. Everybody can just watch a video, boom, instantly download. Or images, but a video is the best. Like, it just somehow just it just goes in and just is in there. When you're reading and you look at this stuff, it just is like, boom, it just gets reflected off of your brain. At least for me. Until one time it penetrates and goes in and stays. Alright, so I don't know. The funniest thing is, I don't know how I can apply this. Because it really isn't applicable. That's another reason of the framework, because then you have to gut this out. And everything is just not what I want it to be. Very fascinating. So, what should I do? Well, how can I help myself here? Well, we're trying to, what are we trying to do? I need to learn how to replicate, basically. And figure out why, when I press the button now, I guess I just gotta debug my project. And figure out why that one button isn't working. But then it's gonna be the it's on start related stuff, which is, I guess I'm gonna have to make my ticket because that's gonna make me wanna scream and shout. That's some build. I clicked that, which then I broke it. Oh, it's sick. That component on the right side, that was editor. That was an editor error. That's 21. And tell me what values that is. Right? Like what? iamekaj. Shouldn't I say iamekaj 2? I wonder what broke. They did something to the something that broke my interaction system. Okay, so then if I click. Now, I won't be able to see this logic. Well, I gotta look in the player, so it's like player this, fire. Oh yeah, wait, did that do that? Hold up. I was like, I'm pretty sure there is a debug there. Let me see. Yeah, so we got fire, that's that, alright. Now join. Do we get a fire from that, or no? So that means the on start isn't starting? Is that why that dude added that component? Because for some reason it doesn't on start when they start? Or is it because I'm doing a local thing? Well, I should probably figure out my interaction system and fix all that first, which is annoying because I want to immediately go into what I need to fix, but I gotta fix what S&Box broke in the last 5 months. And then add one. Oh, that's still going. Right. Come on. Come on, Betsy. Oh, as I looked away. Oh, there is a fire. Local player named Null. Player controller, graph aim, and start. So, because that's why my binds are not being detected. When start is being annihilated, the delay. But it's because, I think, because of the local name. There is no local name. Also, I keep breaking the tool frame. How am I breaking oh, is it this that's breaking? I don't know. Well, I'm getting a constant error because of this right here. Isn't that crazy that I got this like weird bug where I can click on my microwaves? Well, now I got that. I might have to restart it. It's like broken. Can I like open a new... Like open one of those? Oh, dude, I broke it. I can't even... Oh, snap. We gotta restart it. That's 22. I just broke the action graphs so hard that they couldn't open again. That's what that's why I was spamming action graphs. Holy. The universe is trying to slow me down again. Don't worry. One step at a time. Let me BRB. I just loads. Let me BRB real quick. Sorry about that, sweaties. I'm back. Let's go. First things first. Freak out a little bit. Alright. Now, proceed. Because, I want to figure out, why does this... What's wrong? I don't want to click this because it's not... Wait, it's like broken. So this is on... Call panel, interacted, elevator call panel. Okay. Where'd I put that? Where did I put that? Game mode? Entities. Elevator call panel. Open up the call panel. Well, hold up. No, I can do it in here. What am I doing? Click. Oh, I can't. Well, I can. Which one is it? Which button? F3, F4, F5, I think it is. It was like a different menu. Oh no, F5 is like, turn it off. F6 is to record. Oh, too late, I guess. Click, click. Let's see what's going on. Start. Because it's a very simple logic, so I kind of want to start here and see where this thread leads us. Uh-huh. This errored out. Why? So get this object. Okay. So get this object. Oh. This component. Well, no, actually, well, yeah. I think it was a drag drop in. Is that the problem? That like it like changed? On that, get the... No, off of this one, get the object. What? Is it not set in the world? Did it, like, disappear? Oh. Well, no wonder. Was that never... Did I... No. I definitely said that. No, Did I? I don't know. Well, no wonder... Well, that's definitely one reason why it wouldn't work, because there was no elevator. There was no elevator object. That variable. This one. Which is... this one. Get elevator object. Elevator object, which is game object. It read out. So, press E. Well, okay, so yeah, I think I didn't fully set it up. Because that's the old transform position, which means I literally didn't set up this elevator for this world. So, but, I mean, I guess I could do so. I mean, that was an unintentional... Wait a second, that's a moving platform of some kind. Like, of course, up and down, but that actual, like... You know the accidental slowness? Because it's not supposed to go slow. It's the only way I figured out in the logic early on how to do that. So it doesn't... Bing! It goes slow... Stop. Like, it's like that. It goes very slow. I thought it was going to be like, hey, bye-bye, elevator. That's cool. Okay, so close that elevator thing. Then I click on the elevator. I think it's on elevator moving, or is it this? Nope, it's this, the floor data. Dang, dude, I forgot just how full. Maybe I should have kept doing this. That's... Well, no. No, it's like no regret in that. Because if I did, I would have burnt out. And never, ever burn out. You can get exhausted. Like sprinters, you just sprinted a race, you just did a marathon, you're gonna feel exhausted. That doesn't mean a person doesn't want to run a marathon again. They're the, like, if we're talking about true exhaustion, is marathon runners. But no, they love the game, the marathon. Like, not game Bungie, but like the game in real life, running a marathon. That of like doing that. And how you gotta pace yourself, keep going. Some people will defecate themselves for those runs. Like that level of exhaustion and just everything. But yeah, they do it again. They didn't get burnt out on it. Now, if they were to run multiple of those super crazy back to back to back to back to back, they 100% would. Their body would burn out before probably their like mental. And so it's like important. So it's like, well, if that was going to cause me any burnout, no, stop that. So they're never a problem. Also, this is an old thing. I wish I could put debug on this. I don't know if it actually does it do anything. I don't know. I'm gonna put debug. I think that this was the first one. My bad, my bad. So what's with the door? Elevator's fine. What's with this bad boy? Or is it O? Why is it? Did it, like, the on start already break? Doesn't look like it. Well, I can interact with it. Why is it weird? Why is the interaction on these things dumb? Like now. They were already dumb, but like, why are they extra dumb? And I realize there's... Why is my door not fully closing as well? Are we serious? Okay, so I don't know what that is, but okay. Loaded 3 door groups. Okay, so loaded 3 door groups. That's that one. Okay, there we go. Okay. What would be a problem with this? This would be... And this would be... Alright, so then what's bugging this one out? I'm not seeing a logic fire at all. But we're getting logic firing? Why can't I see the logic? We'll close, open. It's the F2 menu. I don't see it. I wonder if it will, prefab file player, F2 menu, by player door. Oh, because that's the menu, right. Right. It's on here? No, wait, where is it again? Wait, where is it? Oh, is it on my UI? Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the UI. Oops. This one. Alright. But what's the problem here? Oh, I don't have enough money. I have no, like, pop-up notifications. Oh. So, it probably works. Oh. It's just, I just don't get any money. 0. Just maybe set that off. Oops. Well, the reason why I set that to 0 is because I was doing the game mode thing, but regardless. Failed to fetch package info for DarkRP. What? What does that mean? Player start broke. It's crazy. So I gotta activate my. It's. I think those. I think these. I think these are breaking my stuff. What is that for? Player HUD. Razor 234. Yep, me. 234. Whatever it is, which is, I guess, coming out from. Since causes so many problems. Open it, please. Open it, please. Go in folder, please. Player main HUD, open, please. Oh, don't open. God. You garbage program Windows, you're so bad. Close, close, close. Right click. Open with, choose another. Visual, always. There we go. I wonder why S&Box is bugging out. 23. 23 S&Box bugs and me. Well, S&Box and S&Box. Like 2 or 3 of them are actually the game. GitHub parent, would you like to open repositories? What does that mean? Yes, always, never. You're garbage. Where's the option besides close the menu for not this time? You're like, oh dude, the X button, just click it. See, that's what it's like. Coders are just so, like, they're just always back-end developers, never front-end thinking. And well, not always, but like that crap, you know what I mean? Like, what's that about? S&Box documentation, Lua documentation, what's that about? Like those type of areas, those, which I call them pure bloods. We're half-blood. The 223? 230. Oh, that's right, the thing broke my background, that's right. Because my PC exceeded memory like 3 different times. Oh, that's a problem. I think my Windows is actually messed up. Oh, that's cool. So I right click and nothing happens. That's cool. Can't change my background. That stuff doesn't exist. I'm gonna bootstrap. Wait, what was I doing? How about you bootstrap this? 232. 232. What is it? Job list? Man, not being here for a minute is kind of like, this is like almost, I can't even read it. I bet they're just signing Copilot. Close. This worked though, so I don't know what, whatever. But I can't really comment that crap out. That's like part of the thing. Why is that? Whatever. That was the last thing I was messing with, so it makes sense. So I press O. I open the UI. I guess it's bugged because it's not there, but then it's here. And I go up. I'm very surprised this is... on start still working. I can't, like... What? I don't understand. It's crazy how the doors are just, like, way harder to interact now, after 5 months. But that's just what happens. Airwind building render tree. Can you just, like, shut up? Just, like, ignore it for a minute? But I bet you that's what's, like, prevent... It's like, if I press P first, O, it doesn't work. Whatever. Well, okay, so that's not actually our system. This is... Player head, HUD on start. Oh, so it was okay, so that is breaking. Because I think of the UI. Actually, no. Trigger F2 menu. F2 menu. This apparently red, this goes red. I watched it. This goes red. This get player HUD. Oh, okay, wait, we're looking in that, wait, did that change? Not that, they would be on the door, right? Yeah, so... But that's, wait, that's so weird. So on the on start, this errors out. Get this. Now, let me just double check. So this is this game object. Object to call method on. Or I got this component. How did I get player HUD? I'm pretty sure it is that. I think it bugged out. I don't know. Let's see. I'm pretty sure those were that. But if not, what is going on? We're entering into realms undiscovered by any man or mortal. Okay. I should have the one thing on. Sorry. Or is it like airing out because I'm just not clicking it? Did they change how wiles work while I was gone? That is exactly what's happening. Wait, hold up. Wait, did that actually pass? Hold up, let me check this. So that went red. No, it does go green. So it is going green, which means it passes through to this one. Okay, so then is something breaking in there? Because something breaking in there, so I'm looking in that one. I don't think that one I would see, so I gotta go in here, and if this doesn't do it, then it's not actually calling it. Which means I might just have to recall the function. Something like weird happened. Dude, you know what's extra buggy? This player prefab, it just spawns gameplay objects. Or I have a code somewhere that does that. And I don't know where it's at. That's not good. What the boom. Actually, close. Boom. Stop. Start. Go back over. Now I got the player. Nothing. Okay, so let's try to recall it then. Because it's a little weird that it's not happening. Or this is legit a new bug for the wiles. And if so, I cannot actually do this logic until they fix it. And if so, I'm gonna cry. Oh wait, I just might have to restart the engine. I think it's an engine restart. Wait, that might be. So that didn't work. Let me try. So I'm gonna close the graph. Let's try. Let's see. Saved there, so it's all good, and I didn't have no other prefabs or like multi prefabs open, so it's easier to close out of those without it being like, are you sure you want to save? Because you save one prefab that's in another prefab that's like you could see that's on a thing, it will resave it. But hey, we're doing it. Getting back in, getting the environment ready to have the F4 menu injected. But it's funny, all the stuff that I have, it kind of is already there in this project. It just isn't fully done, which is pretty hilarious. Crazy, I even got the collapsible stuff. Because I want to make the theme exactly like the original. Then you could change it, of course. Via the HUD add-on. Glass Shata. DarkRP. Easy framework. Easy framework. I mean, it is. It's not easy to attach. It's not easy to create. That's another thing. Would be easy for server owners and mod creators. All right. Play. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna try it again. So I think that just was, so by door. Yep. Yep. We just had to restart it. Oh. Alright. Restart bug doo-doo. I gotta add that duplicate thing. That's like easy though. It's so easy that I don't want to like try it yet type thing, because that's like the reason why I work like that is because if I do all the easy stuff that I know will deem to be easy, once I get to the hard stuff, like yesterday, come to find out you can't make a freaking add-on framework. Like, that's realistic. You know what I mean? So imagine doing all the things. Like, I did a little bit of that, but that was like the other big boy things. Like, okay, if that didn't work, that means I can't get into the project. Come to find out, yep, can't even do it the way I want to do it. So it's like, fat L. Because S&Box doesn't have any code in the engine to have game developers allow you to call specific methods of their game. I got a feeling that's going to be a thing. Dude, low-key, I shouldn't DM Gary Newman. But he's not gonna read it, and if he does, he's gonna be like, he's gonna scuff. Well, maybe not if I tell him that idea. I think Gary Newman would like that idea. Because if that was a thing, then, funny enough, I'm making my framework probably back on S&Box. Because I could just easily make it then. Because they would give us all the calls that would be necessary, most likely. The methods. Alright. So, door is good, but let's see. So, restart. Oh, maybe it's a save system that's bugging everything. Nope, look. I have too many. Look. See this bug? You know how I could interact with it? Now, this bug has been in here since the start of Action Crafts. So, the for a while bug. I knew because I was making this around the time. Well, since 0.5, sorry. Since 0.5, not 0.1. That's when I started doing this type of stuff. I wonder if I got like a dual camera thing going on or something. I don't know, because I'm not attaching any S&Box stuff. This is all like default. So I don't know why it's doing that. Shadow, weird stuff. Okay, so that's all chilling like curling. We now got our bases. So now we got our bases. What's our main thing? Well, I need to know, how does this guy... So, disable shipment item on click. String null or white space. Navigation items? Like, So they actually create tabs, like an array tab. That's their array tab system. I think I got something similar to that. But I think I just put it in up here. Where's the tip jar? I saw that tip jar. Where's the calls? Where does he replicate it? Wait, how does he? I don't see none of the calls. What? These are not even synced. Did this guy not replicate this yet? I don't believe that. I think I believe that's good. Then how is he doing this? What? So, on collect that cement and mineral, by shipment. By shipment. Then request by shipment. Okay, that's just the thing. Okay. Probably in the game, man. No. Player dot weapon shipments. There it is. So here we get the shipment. RPC caller. Can player buy? Then network owner. Try to get the connection to the owner who owns this object. Send notice block. Color red. You have enough money. Okay. So how does he do the UI thing then? If where shop item? Get shipment. Where? I would think it would be here, but I don't see. Give money. Send notice. Money is their definition of price, which is give that back. So I'm confused. Already. So it really doesn't, this actually doesn't help me at all? I mean, kinda. But how does it +1 on someone else's screen? Is it, maybe it's not actually coded in yet. Possible, but like, I don't believe that. So build shop selections, to select, okay. It almost looks like there isn't like a max amount. Is there not? If entry equals connection. Okay, I'm confused. So he's only he's calling it through the game manager. The game manager does all the separate stuff, which makes sense, but I'm confused on. So he literally doesn't. Where's that? Can I see the exact variable? An amount or? Oh, the amount that like yeah. Right. Well, where's the jobs? Players. Shop selection or shop section. Quick action. Player data. Enumeral. Player build. I don't see it. Where is the player? Or the jobs. Select job. So on collect select job. Can select job. If can select job, then job is selectable. Blah blah blah. Right. Okay. Else if. Right. Now we go down here. Boolean can select job. Job definition. Return job is not null. So, is there no job data? Is it not null? And local player is not null, so we don't have some weird stuff breaking. The big things are, and job manager can join. Local player job out. Job manager, that's what, oh, here we go. It's in the job manager. There we go. This is where this is. Okay, so in the job manager, I'm gonna manage some jobs. Some of these jobs. For Steve Jobs. Count players. Count players. Okay. If count players, count players. And this stuff is really, like, it feels like I'm reading the Egyptian. I'm in the pyramids right now. Can join? Reason equals null. Outstring reason. Oh, out, pin, string, reason. Oh, okay, okay. Reason equals null until you define it. Okay, okay, okay. If players know null, boom. If string equals, so if string, no, if string player job definition and definition resource path, if string equals that, string comparison, original ignore case. Okay, so compare the job definition path and the definition resource path. If definition dot resource or dot max players, wait, so it is in a resource file that they do this? No way. That's why I was kind of thinking of a thing. Hold up, nah, really? And we checked the resource file. There's no way. If definition of max players is that less? Or is greater than 0? Yeah. If definition of max players is greater than 0 and count players is greater than or equal to definition of max players. So is it full? Okay. Now, what is definition dot resource path? Definition dot resource path player jobs. So add definition. What is does tell me? Parameter job definition resource path. So definition. What is definition? Job definition is definition. What is job definition? Job definition is the job resource file? Probably. Oh, I'm not even looking. I think I got the freaking project open. I can look into the source. Was a job resource file? Okay. Those would be on assets. I think. Play. Resources. Oh? No, it's jobs. Jobs resource. Oh, no, I'm looking at my own. I'm like, why does this format look oddly familiar? How do I open... okay, reveal and explore view? No. File view, that's what... Okay, so... Job manager... Code... No. Assets... jobs. They got job def. Job definition. Yep, that's it. Job def. So job definition, this is... Well, I should have just checked it, dummy. By just searching for job definition. Right? But it's going to be everywhere. That's why I was like, here it is. And it's going to be a game resource. Yep. That's how you make it a file. Dang, dude, I'm actually really knowledgeable. Holy crap. Dude, marinating for 5 months has been such a blessing. Holy. It really shows how much I've actually cemented in my noggin. Alright. Okay. So, job definition. So what do they do? So if I go back to the job manager, can join. So if can join return true in there, then do the other logic, right? So if can select, so can join, so can select job and is not current job already. Then what is it? Select job. Yeah, select job, and select job is if the job definition is null. Prevent that from happening because it could be null and you join it and it will break the game. So don't want that to happen. So don't let, so if job definition is null, or, this is an or, right? No. Is it? Represents a Boolean true or false value. I don't know, is it? I don't think so. I think this is an or, because in the thing, right? Hold up. I can see right here. Or else. That's it. It's or else. So, okay. So is job null or else can select job or this value, I forget, so the exclamation mark is in here too? Yeah, it's not. I was about to say it's the not. The exclamation mark is not. So, isn't that weird? So weird. It's awesome though. So, well, I don't know if it's awesome. I would prefer typing in not each time, but people are like, well, no, I know what this is already. This exclamation mark that you put at ends of sentences equals not in this language. If job is null or else can select job is not, or else not can select job. Yeah. So can you not select a job and is a job null? You don't want that, so don't do that. If so, then we send a request to select the job, which is in the job manager. No, it's in player jobs.cs. Okay. Players jobs.cs has a RPC host. So he does an RPC host until the very last second. And the way that he changes the numbers is not via an RPC host, it's via a resource file? Is that what he's doing? Let's see. So request set job, resource path, if RPC caller, what is RPC? Can you tell me exactly what RPC is? I don't think it knows. It's just a... So RPC caller, the connection that is calling this method... Oh, nice, there it is. The connection that is calling this method. So the user, if user... Basically user, you know, the connection that's calling this method, so... If this user is... Try to get the connection that owns this object, this can and return null if we don't have information for this connection. And this is uh is it a comparison? I've seen the image. I don't know. Which one is that one? I forget. A remote protocol called RPC is a protocol allowing a program to execute code on a remote server as if it were local. RPC. Okay, so RPC for the host. So in this term, it's like execute on server logic? Or no, execute code on a remote server? No, this is, if that's really the case, we gotta really like figure that out. If that is really the case, that is execute code on client in Unreal Engine. But we're on the server, but do it on the client type thing. Now, do they have the same steps like Unreal Engine? Like, is that how server logic is, where you go from client to server to multicast, and you can't go back down unless you're host client? Or what? Or can you go, like, can you multicast and go right back down, funny enough? In that logic, how you could string it? I wonder. I don't think it really matters, considering how C# is. I don't know. But the action graphs, though, I don't know if the action graphs are... That's a great question. I don't think the action graphs are replicated. But the thing that needs to be replicated are these type of things, which, if so, then the call to... like, I can replicate a call to something. That's what these guys... But that's what we're seeing. We're seeing different, like... what is it? Yeah, send notice. So that's a call to send notice. That's a function. But it's replicated. So it'd be like invoke action graph, replicate. Hope. I hope. If not, oh gosh. Then DarkRP Easy Framework is no longer being created. No joke, because it's pointless if you can't multiplayer in the action graph. But that'll make action graphs so pointless. And it makes no sense why they would do that. Variable definition, job definition dot get resource pass, or so definition is equal to resource path. If the definition is null, don't do anything. So if just because it probably would never happen unless you do some dumb stuff, this becomes null. It doesn't destroy the whole game. It just stops. You kind of want to put those. If not, sometimes weird things happen. If job manager can join. I think we saw that, can join. If we can join this definition out there reason. So if we could join this job. This being the player. So player definition can join player job. Send out boom. If string equals definition. If those equal, then you're already the job. Send the notice to the person who's trying to do this via their object. So get the connection. So whoever's controlling that game object and whatever connection they're coming from, we choose that connection when we put network.owner. Fascinating. Well, network.owner I think is game object network at that. I don't know. I don't know if this is a variable that he made or not, or if that's just... I don't know. But if time since player... time since job change... Oh, there's a cooldown for job change. You can't just spam it. That's like an important thing. Variable remaining math ceiling cooldown... Math ceiling? Math ceiling, so that like goes from top. Returns smallest integer value from greater than... Returns to access ceiling? What? Oh. What? I don't know. Weird. So, set job definition. Well, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's doing the timer somehow with ceiling. Set job definition. Time since job change. Format change. Format job change cooldown. What? Oh, it's a timer logic for a UI, I think, right? But is that straight up the logic? Because we got minutes and then remaining seconds. It looks like it. Yeah. So you can increase that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Nothing. Apply current job after async. Current job definition is null. Completed task. Apply job definition. Apply job definition async. What is async? Like, I've heard that a few times and I keep forgetting about it. Stay over here. Good. What's await? Await task returns no value. Awaited task returns no value. Think task clothing. Clothing path. Preserve owner appearance. Variable dresser. Get body components. Body renderer. Okay. Okay. So... request set job path. Where is it? We just sent a notice, and then we math the ceiling. That's it. Well, that's all I could find right now. I'm about to math ceiling this. You understand? Is current job, can select job, sir. Is current job, sir. Then say can join, sir. If job selector said can join, sir, then join, sir. If can join, we do this and other things, sir. Oh, so it's over here? Return true. Return false. Return true. It's just a Boolean. Sir, could not find the thing for here, and which returns. Sir. Count players, definition of sir. I think that's it right here. Get all, sir. I don't know, sir. Count players definition, sir. It looks like they do it, sir. How can you test, sir? I don't know. How can you test? Sir. That's kind of fun. Imagine doing that in DX or in a DarkRP server just nonstop with military outfit on. So I'm going to open up DarkRP 2. I'm going to then go in and I'm going to look for the resource file for the job I'm going to join and see if it changes or not. And if it doesn't, then I got to look at that piece of code harder because I looked right past it, unfortunately. But I mean, I learn. I learn. But it's true though, because it really shows that I'm not too far off with my original freaking idea, which is making me kind of crazy, and I'm just trying to confirm it. There's not much stuff out there that tells you how to do the stuff like this, literally. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, hey, it makes complete sense though. This thing was not released for like 2 years. Or in developer release for like almost 2 years. So the amount of people that actually are developers are very low. It still is a big number, and it's always going to keep on growing, of course, but compared to the majority, 800,000 people, I can bet probably around like 80 to 100,000. It's actually a pretty big number, but it's a little biased because that's the other players that were just players and less interested in development stuff were getting there to play the games, right? So if you were to think about those type of players, then the amount of people that would actually get into this is actually a bigger number than it wouldn't be 800,000. It's going to be millions of unique players, which then that 100,000 number is probably going to rise up to like 500,000 total if there's millions of unique, not like active. This is unique. So actually a developer that got in, got out, and maybe never plays again. That type of thing. Oh, stalling. So, that number is going to be like, that's going to be low. But I think with S&Box, it's going to be a higher number than it would be in other areas, like Minecraft and whatnot. Gary's mod. Due to how easy it is to do stuff. I say easy, but it still is, you need to know what you're doing, which in itself is a difficult, not hard, but is a difficult thing to do, especially if you're very fresh. It's not impossible. It's just difficult. We'll do police chief, because there's only one, right? Police chief, so... Oh no, assets. He even made a little icon for it. How do you change the icon? I know how to change some icons somewhere. Like, iamekaj, you okay? No. No. Already, this isn't what yeah. Yo, this stuff legit gets, dude. It's like I'm legit for like mind. It like, whew, I go through sprints here. My goodness. Oh. It's all good though. It's all good. So I have no freaking clue how he does this. So if I do this, is it actually real? Let's see. Like, is it actually replicated? or not in this build. Oh, that'd be